We're at Burgess Hill Town tonight and they'll be buoyant after booking their place in the FA Cup 4th round qualifying on Saturday. Kingstonian come here in good form though. It's going to be a good one this. Welcome to Matchday 13. These two sides drew 0-0 when they met on the second week of the season, but having scored 27 goals between them so far in the league, could be in for some action tonight. Kingstonian have won 4 of their last 5 games, a run that's seen them move to 4th in the table. As for Burgess Hill Town, they're down in 19th and they'll be hoping for a bit better. The players make their way out this evening for this fascinating encounter between Burgess Hill Town and Kingstonian. And Mick, great win for Burgess Hill Town in the FA Cup at the weekend.
Fantastic win for them. I'm really pleased for Chappers.
New signing Gary Elphick is the captain here at Burgess Hill Town now, and Brandon O'Neill, that recent signing from Dorking Wanderers. And for Kingstonian, James Fraser had such an impression on Bognor as they got promoted last season. He was at Worthing and he plays for Kingstonian this evening.
Really looking forward to tonight. I think it could be very similar football from both sides. They're big sides, so I can imagine the ball being up in the air, to and fro, and getting the ball in behind both defences, I would have thought.
And both these sides in opposite positions in the table, with Kingstonian's great run of late taking them up to 4th in the Bostik Premier Division. And Burgess Hill Town may have had one eye on the FA Cup at the weekend. They're down in 19th. They'll certainly be hoping to improve that for the remainder of the season.
Craig Edwards will want to keep pushing on from that point of view, and Chappers will want to carry on as well. They've had a recent turn of form as well and a good FA Cup run. So they both won in the last 6 games. They've both won 4 and lost 2. So they're similar in the form stakes.
Into the box it goes. Town get it away. It's only on the edge of the box now. Chance for a shot. It is a shot. It's dipping over the bar, and it was well worth an effort on the edge of the 18-yard box. It was on the half volley. Again, Harding looks to check inside. Got a little bit of room now, Harding. Can he get into the box? There's a late runner if he can find them. And that's straight into the hands of Shaw. It was a really good late run from Fides into the box then, Mick. And if he would have managed to pull that ball off, it would have been a really decent move. But here come Burgess Hill. Shot across the goal. It's not too far away as well.
Had Rob Tolfrey scrambling there. I don't think Rob was expecting that shot to come.
As you mentioned, Nick, it's very much end-to-end in the first few minutes of this game. And this is an opportunity for Burgess Hill Town to get the ball into the box. They do get it into that box, and it's well cleared by Kingstonian. Still danger's not over, though. It goes back into the 18-yard box. It's a miss kick. This is the first chance for a goal. Should have been the first goal of the evening. On the edge of the area. It was just inside the 18-yard box, in fact. It was a brilliant opportunity. It fell to Harding. He had a shot earlier on, about 5 minutes ago. And really, Mick, that should have been 1-0. Kingstonian regain possession. They look to go long up towards Derry. Derry takes it down. Now it's with Fraser. Fraser shoots bottom corner. Just goes wide. And again, James Fraser's involved. Took the ball down. All of 25 yards out, James Fraser on his right foot. Looked for that bottom corner and he wasn't a million miles away. And the skipper, Sam Page, amongst the biggest in there. And it will be a long throw on that far side as we look into the 18-yard box. Another opportunity for Kingstonian to get it in. They do get it in. It's headed away, but it's going to fall to those in yellow. And this is surely the first goal. It is going to be the first goal. It's going to be 1-0 to Kingstonian. It was a long throw that came in. It was flicked on and they tried to get it away, Burgess Hill Town, but it fell in the end in the 18-yard box to those in yellow. And it was a good strike. I'm not sure, Mick, if it went through the keeper's legs then, but it was put in on the line anyway. It'd be interesting to see who gets that goal.
Yes, it did go through the keeper's legs. For me, it did look that way, and but it was a bit of a toe poke on the goal line. You have to be there to put it in. But I think Kingstonian played a percentage game. Whenever they get in the right areas, they get the long throws in there. They're going to get something with their big guys. So percentage is paid off there.
And again, Page has gone forward, and the big hitters are up there as Kingstonian look to drive that ball into the box. It's O'Neill who gets it away, but it's only as far as Kingstonian on the edge of the 18-yard box. Referee having a close look at that, looked like handball, but he says play on, and Kingstonian regain possession. But that's a really good win back by Joseph, who looks to power through, and he finds Harding, and Harding drives it out to this side to Pat Harding. Pat Harding, can he get into the box? He does drive it into the box. Maybe a chance for a shot for Burgess Hill. It's cleared away in the end. And it was Rogers who got back for the visitors. And it is a corner to the home side. But in it goes eventually to that far post. It needs to be well cleared. It's bouncing around in the box. This could be 1-0, is it? It's scrappy. Keeper manages to keep hold of it. Rob Tolfrey's done well there. And Kingstonian will look for a good delivery. In it goes towards that far post. Chance to get the head on it. It's well defended in the end by Town, and they do manage to get it away. Only as far, though, as somebody in yellow. There might be an opportunity for a breakaway now if they can get the ball away quickly. And again, there's just a little bit of lack of urgency, but they do get it through to O'Neill. And what can he do with the ball? O'Neill looks to play it in. It's a lovely ball. Keeper's coming out. Tolfrey needs to clear this. It's going to fall in the end. It could be 1 apiece here. In it goes. Fantastic finish from the edge of the box. And it was Brandon Diane with a finish. It was calm, it was composed, it was everything the first 2 opportunities they had wasn't. And he just slotted it home with his right foot. And it was, as the first goal was in this game from Kingstonian, you have to say, a mistake from the keeper. Tolfrey came out, didn't deal with the ball, didn't get it away far enough. And it fell to Diane, and he just slotted it home into that bottom corner, 1 apiece.
I'd rewind before that, being that, what Brandon O'Neill done there was sublime. That ball, what he put in between the centre-backs, was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, superb ball from O'Neill. And it caused all sorts of problems in that Kingstonian defence, and Tolfrey just didn't deal with that well enough. And I'm sure that both keepers will be disappointed so far this evening, but it is 1 apiece here. And Town will set themselves forward again. This is a chance to get the ball into the 18-yard box, and it's with Harding. Pat Harding can't quite get a decent cross in. It will be easily cleared. O'Neill comes to meet the ball again, and it's high up towards that 18-yard box once more. Kingstonian again clear the ball, and again it will only be as far as the home side. And it's still in and around the 18-yard box. It's a chance for a shot all the way across goal, and it was Lee Harding who had the shot. It was 20 yards out. Right foot was never troubling the keeper.
Yeah.
Hayshaw picks the ball up though. He's got it back and he's running through the centre of the pitch. This could be a good moment for the visitors. It is on the edge of the box. What can he do? Can he finish off the top of the bar? Brilliant effort from Tom Derry. He was on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Shaw was beaten then as Derry's shot whisked past him and just clipped the corner frame of the goal. I do think, Mick, it's been very different to anything that we have seen so far this season, and certainly a big contrast to last week's game where we saw Cole Shelton against Chipstead.
Yes, very true, very true. But I still feel it's exciting what I'm watching at the minute. It's not for the connoisseur. Certain people I know won't like this game, this type of game, and certain others I do will.
Into the box now, Kingstonian. Is this going to be another goal? It's not. It was a good save in the end from Shaw. Came out and blocked that one. Just thought they'd got into the 18-yard box then and chance to strike at goal, but Shaw was out quickly and needed to make that block. And an opportunity again for Sam Page to make his way forward. Being marked really closely by Brandon Diane, probably the only player on the pitch that could mark him, and in comes the corner. And it is Diane that gets his head on it, only as far as those in yellow. It goes straight back into the box. It's going to be looping, and Shaw for a moment was unsure of where that ball was going to go, and it was coming down into the net, Mick, and I don't think it was an intentional shot, but nearly caught the keeper off guard. He managed to flick it over the bar, Shaw, and it will be another corner to the visitors. Into the Kingstonian half, and it goes into the box, needs to be dealt with. It's not dealt with. This should be another goal. It is another goal, and it's going to be put in. This time, Pat Harding. It was dreadful defending from Kingstonian. Harding took his chance, went into the 18-yard box, took a touch, and fired it into the top right-hand corner.
Second goal on 23 minutes. Burgess Hill, number 7, Pat Harding.
Yes, I'm not so sure Kingstonian want to look back at that highlights tomorrow.
Yeah, woeful defending. Let the home side in, and Harding took it down, and to be fair to him, he's in the right place at the right time and finished it in the top right-hand corner. Gave Tolfrey no chance. And it's 2-1 to Burgess Hill Town. And you have to say, Craig Edwards and Kingstonian will be very disappointed, not only with a goal, but to be behind. They have created a fair few chances of their own. Winter's definitely coming. Kingstonian pick up the ball. It's a sloppy pass, and Fides will come forward. Perhaps a chance on his right foot to get a shot off. Fides does shoot just past the post, and it did look like Shaw just got a touch on that. And the referee says it was a corner. It was Fides that came forward, checked in on his right foot from about 20 yards out. It was a really good strike, and Shaw just had to tip that one around the post, and it will be a corner to Kingstonian. Mick, you're right at the very beginning of this game when you said they will look to play the percentages and play those balls through as quickly as possible.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's working. It's working for Craig Edwards and Kingstonian, as well as it's working for chappers at Burgess Hill.
Fides comes forward again. He's already found his range once with that shot. Might get it into his right foot. Does get it onto his right foot. It's a good effort again. And suddenly, Alec Fides has come into this game in the second half. That's a couple of shots he's had, and they won't want to let him get onto his right foot too many times in this second half. 2-1 up the home side. They'll be looking to build on this. It's an important night for them. Down in 19th in the table. In it goes. Free head. Surely the next goal. It is going to be the next goal. And it's the second goal of the game for Brandon Diane. It was Lee Harding with a corner, delightful corner onto the head of the tallest man on the pitch, and Diane made no mistake after missing that chance in the first half, headed it down into the net, and it's 3-1 to the home side.
I'm not that so sure. Probably should have been Sam Page that would have been picking him up, and he looked like he was free as anything to head that in the back of the net. Poor marking from my perspective.
Yeah, he missed that chance in the first half, and he really should have done better in the first 10 minutes of the game, and he rose the highest there. Not that he needed to do too much rising above the heads of everybody else, and headed it down into the net. But as you mentioned, Mick, I'm sure Craig Edwards will be really disappointed tonight with all three of the goals from Burgess Hill Town. And that has been the tale of tonight's game. The defending from the visitors has not been good enough. O'Neill over the free kick. What can he do? It's a good free kick from O'Neill. It almost goes in. It comes off the post, off the head of the keeper, and then somehow doesn't go out of play, and Kingstonian managed to regain possession. It was a delightful free kick from Bannon O'Neill, up over the wall with his left foot from 30 yards out, hit the post, hit the keeper Tolfrey, and came out to this near side. And Tolfrey needs a little bit of treatment now, but you said he had a sweet left foot, Mick, and he really did. Almost the fourth goal tonight for Burgess Hill Town. In it goes. That's dangerous, needs to be headed away. Goff, the substitute, did that. And again, Burgess Hill will win the ball back, and there seems to be a real lack of confidence in that Kingstonian side now. And it's going to fall to Diane for his hat-trick. Yes, he's going to get it! Brandon Diane makes it 3 for the night and 4 for Burgess Hill Town. It was really sloppy defending again. Kingstonian couldn't clear it. It was a ball into Diane in the 18-yard box. He took it down with one touch on his right foot and smashed it into the top left-hand corner. 3 for him on the night, 4 for Burgess Hill Town. No way back for Kingstonian now.
No, for such a big lad, he got his foot round that top corner. Rob Tolfrey had no chance, but weak defending, I feel, again.
Number 9, Brandon Dill.
I think it could be a long night now for Kingstonian to get back into this.
Another spell of possession from the visitors as they look to drive forward into the town half, and they pick up the ball all of 30 yards out. What can they do? Driving towards the box, lovely little 1-2. This could be a neat finish. It is a neat finish off the post into the hands of Shaw. Really unlucky with that one. It was Hazeman who drove forward, Kane Hazeman. Little 1-2, got it back, right foot, curled it round. Shaw had absolutely no chance, came off the post and just fell back into the arms of the keeper. That should have been 4-2.
Great piece of play there from Kingstonian. Thoroughly deserved a goal there. Just shows you, I feel it's going to be Burgess Hill's night. That little bit of luck has gone their way again. When you had Derry hit the crossbar early in the first half, and now you got the post and it bounces straight into the goalkeeper's arms.
And the experience that Edwards has, though, Mick, you'd expect them to be challenging up there, and the club that it is as well, Kingstonian, big club. Another opportunity for Diao. He's into the 18-yard box, this time unselfish, plays it across. It is going to be the 5th goal of the game. And it was the hat-trick man, Brandon Diao, unselfish in the 18-yard box. And he just laid it across on a plate for Aaron Smith-Joseph. And he, on his left foot, put the ball into the corner. Brilliant finish as well. And it is Burgess Hill Town 5, Kingstonian 1.
Yeah, I think he's nailed man of the match just on that assist that he just done there. Gary Elphick's played very well, but obviously he's now done an assist along with his 3 goals. I think he's nailed it himself now. Well done.
Goff brings the ball forward for Kingstonian. They'll be hoping that they can at least get another goal on the board to try and make this scoreline not look as bad. Here's one of the goal scorers, Smith-Joseph, who comes forward with confidence with the ball. It's a brilliant run from Smith-Joseph. What can he do? This time he plays in Harding. Harding's offside. It was a shame because that run from Smith-Joseph was full of confidence and buoyancy. Powerful player with a lot of strength as well, and you can tell, Mick, that the confidence now running through this Burgess Hill Town side is right up there as they look for their 6th goal of the evening. And you wouldn't bet on it against them having it, but Kingstonian are coming forward at the moment, and possibly they might get a goal here. They've got a man over. It comes to Fides. What can he do? Fides drives it low. It's cleared only as far as the edge of the box. Plenty of green shirts back to defend this. Still Kingstonian retain possession, and still an opportunity perhaps to get it into the box. It does go long into the box. It's a low header down. It's a save from short. It's a comfortable height for the keeper, and he's dealt well with it. Maybe the final long throw of the game for Kingstonian, and as we said, it's just a case of making the scoreline look a bit better now. It's 5-1. It looks pretty impressive if you're on the Burgess Hill Town side, but dismal evening for those in yellow. In the 18-yard box, what can they do? Fides gets it across. It's going to be easy for Sean. Chooses to punch, comes out to the edge of the box, and perhaps a chance for Collins to have a shot. Referee says it's going to be a free kick, and Collins was tripped up. Bit of defending to do for the home side. In it goes. It is played in. It's looks like it was a bit overhit. It was in the end. It was easy for Burgess Hill to get it away. Most goals tonight in this game here in the Premier Division. 5-1 to Burgess Hill Town. We might see another goal with a couple of minutes still to be added on. Referee decides that he's going to blow the final whistle. It was a very quick 4 minutes, and the final whistle goes, and it's been a very impressive display from the home side. It was the visitors who took the lead, but Burgess Hill Town came back into the game, and thanks to a hat-trick from Brandon Dial, they got the victory they fully deserved tonight. He got an assist as well as man of the match performance. And Craig Edwards will be extremely disappointed with the defending from the visitors this evening. Much to work on for them. And a great night following on from that FA Cup 3rd round qualifying victory for Burgess Hill Town. They're the winners this evening. Final score, Burgess Hill Town 5, Kingstonian 1. So you must be delighted with that performance tonight. A really good team performance. You worked hard throughout and got what you deserved.
Yeah, I thought they was a decent side. I thought they started the game really well. Showed great character to come, from 1 down to come back into it, and I thought second half was a brilliant second half. By far, we feel since we've been in this league, probably our best performance since we've been in the league. In the end, deserved winners, but it was an easy game. That it's a hard game. I thought they were a decent side, but we got on top and took our chances.
And obviously a lot of confidence going into the game because of the FA Cup win, but sometimes your mind can wander and think about the next round of the FA Cup, and you certainly didn't do that this evening. Yeah,
we said to players after the game that we, after a good performance Saturday, excellent against a good side, it was important today you put, you come back and put a marker down and play well again. And we exceeded that today. We've played better today than we did Saturday. So, really pleased. Brought some new signings into the club. I feel Gary Alfick's a massive signing for our club. He's a leader, something we've lacked since we've been in this league. And I think lads around him will learn. Like Czech Torres had his best 2 games since he's been around him. That's no coincidence. So, really pleased with the people brought in, and obviously the big man Brandon getting the hat trick. Fantastic.
we had to give Brandon the man of the match because he got an assist and got 3 goals. But we did say it many times in the commentary, the amount of balls that Gary Elphick headed out was unbelievable this evening.
Yeah, I think the league we're in, you need your centre halves to be proper men and to be able to deal with balls down their throats. Gary does it as good as anyone. You've got to give Brandon the man of the match. Like, he's got the hat trick. He's like made another one. But I think it was 11 performances. They want to look for the whole team. Everyone done great, and subs are common and done well as well. So it's a squad thing today, and we're really pleased. And
we also mentioned Brandon O'Neill in the midfield, who had a great game. Certainly in the first half, seemed to be much the part of anything good that you were doing in there. Yeah,
he made the first goal for us. A couple of times he was a bit enthusiastic and went past the ball. We just want him sitting in front of the back four and breaking the play up and keeping the ball for us. And I thought him and Joey, complementing each other. And I say from right through the squad, it was good touch and go. 1-0 down and 1-0. It's a real tight game. We go 2-1 up, and it's they've had a bit of ball. I think even when it was 4-1, they've hit the inside of the post, and it's gone back to the goalie's hands. So tonight, the breaks have gone our way. But overall, I thought, at the end of it, we've obviously deserved it, and by the end of it, we looked dangerous every time we went forward.
We mentioned league positions at the start of the game, and there were a fair few between the two sides, but it just shows how competitive this league is and how much a good run can take you up the table. Yeah. We were just speaking about the change in me and the coaching staff after that. We, a bit of pressure to take because we were 6th from bottom for the start of the game. But sometimes I don't think you get a true reflection on where you are. I think we've been okay. We've lost obviously to Billericay away, Wingate away are both really good sides, and Tonbridge here. So we've lost to 3 really good sides. But we needed to get something tonight, and we've done that now. And we're going to Saturday's game full of confidence, but we still need to get another good performance in the result. And I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but I can't leave tonight without asking you about the FA Cup game. As the draw was yesterday against Dartford, they're doing so well this season as well. It's going to be a really nice day here. Yeah, we've played them twice in cups over the years. Once away, bits 3-1. Once here, they bits 2-1. We've given 2 good games. I hope we can do it again. They're obviously a decent side. They're flying in their league. Confidence is a massive thing in football. If we can keep our little run going, hopefully get a win Saturday or result Saturday, going into it unbeaten on 3 games, who knows on the day. So it's a one-off game. Anyone can win. Craig, is it fair to say that poor defending's cost you this evening?
Massively. I mean, I'll be honest, after half hour I thought we was comfortably the better side. I thought we was going to go on to win it well. And, I mean, it's just been... The first 3 goals were just incredibly poor. Made about three mistakes on the first one. The second one is just an air kick, under no real pressure. Right on half time, and we've gone down 2-1. And even at that stage, I'm thinking, well, we're going to win this. We've come from behind many times this season, and I thought, well, it's 2 bad goals, but we're playing well, creating loads of chances. And then we come out the second half, starting well, get a corner, and then you've got a 6'6" striker getting a free header, 3 yards out and goal. No one near him. It's just absolutely, well, if it weren't so poor, it'd be just laughable. But one area they were a lot better than us tonight was how they defended. They defended, and we had to work hard for our chances. Like you say, we played some great football. But that's another thing that disappointed me when we went 4-1 down. The football went out the window. People weren't getting on the ball, and then it became longer and more hitting hope, and even things like that go against you. You've got to be strong enough. You've got to have people on the pitch dictating right and hold it. Whatever happens, you keep playing your game. You keep playing the things that you're doing well. And who's to say you might get a couple of goals back into it, because I'd sooner get beat 4-3 than 5-1. I'd sooner get beat 4-2 than 5-1, 5-2 than 5-1. You've got to keep fighting to the end, and I really didn't think we did that tonight. I thought that that it was once we went to 4-1, that was it for us, curtains, and that's not for me.
Congratulations, Brandon. You made my Bostik man the match tonight.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask a question? How tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
6'6"?
Yes.
How many hat-tricks have you scored in your career?
In my career, I started as a centre half. Normally, my home position is a centre back. But in the youth teams, I played or I scored some hat-tricks. But as a senior career, I can't remember when I scored my last hat-trick, because most of the games I started as a centre back. So.
Right, and just a little bit more, what other clubs have you played at?
I played in Germany for youth teams like Bayer Leverkusen, and then I was professional in Hamburg SV, and then I went to Israel, second division. But then I just said I want to play in England because England is amazing. It's the home football.
Now, how long have you been in the country?
Like, I'm here since 1 year now, and I started first at Billericay, and then I got released.
So you were at Billericay under Craig?
Yes, exactly.
Wow, that's
exactly.
Oh, Craig never said that in his interview.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I can imagine why you're really up for it tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wanted to prove him that he did a mistake, so
wow.
I scored 3 goals, so that's nice.
I wish we'd known that before we got Craig on camera. Last but not least, can you show us your celebration dance?
My celebration?
Your celebration dance.
Of
We want
course.
it on camera now.
Of course.
Come on, let's see
So
it.
first...
They are viewers. We've given you a live celebration dance, and hopefully you can do it against Dartford in the coming next week in the FA Cup. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well done, mate.
In the Bostik Premier Division, it was more misery for Frank Wilson as his side conceded 6 in the second half. Elliot Buchanan completed a hat-trick in just 6 minutes, and Bettimer and Brown, too, found the back of the net to secure all 3 points for Staines Town. Metropolitan Police leapfrogged opponents Dorking Wanderers in the table after a 4-1 victory, and Merstham go above their opponents on goal difference after their 2-0 win over Folkestone Invicta. Hendon missed the opportunity to overthrow Billericay in top spot after succumbing to defeat to Enfield Town. However, Leiston level points with first and second after their 3-2 win over Brightlingsea Regent, in which Byron Lawrence netted the 86th minute winner. In the Bostik North, Canvey Island go top of the table after an 8-goal thriller at Chadfields. The hosts Tilbury went into half-time 2-2, however 4 goals for the visitors in the second half sees them 2 points clear at the top. Victories for Bowers and Pitsea, Haringey Borough and Bury Town sees them remain in the playoff positions. However, defeats for Norwich United, Cheshunt, Whittam Town and Barking sees not much movement at the bottom. In the Bostik South, Sittingbourne's 1-0 win over Herne Bay sees them go top on goal difference. However, they have played a game more with Lewis, who are level on points with them. South Park bounced back after their recent defeats with a 4-0 win over Ashford United, and draws for Whiteleaf and Walton Casuals go in their favour to see all 3 teams separated by just 2 points. Defeats for Faversham Town, East Grinstead and Shoreham sees the bottom of the division separated by the same number of points, all desperate for a change in fortune. A disappointing night for the visitors this evening. I'm sure Craig Edwards will have plenty to say about Kingstonians defending. For Burgess Hill Town, a brilliant way to build on their FA Cup victory. And next up for us, it's non-league day, Merstham against Dorking Wanderers.